Hello everyone, welcome back to the Goddess Project. Wagwan! What y'all been up to? I hope y'all have been having a good start to the new year, or the fake new year as I should say, because we all know it's not the actual new year. Actual new year doesn't happen until Aries says so. Anyway, before we begin, I like to invite our spiritual guides into this space. So I'm gonna take a moment with me, just close your eyes a bit, tune in. And right now we invite all the divine energies to come into this space to create synergy, to create beauty, to create change, to create alchemy. I invite my spirit guides who are here for my good. I invite all the angelic beings that travel with me for my good. I invite the spirit guides of the person who's watching right now to descend in a powerful way, to help them to feel the energies, to help them to receive the messages and receive the shifts. So I'm gonna pull a few cards. If you've been with me before, you know that's how I normally start out my transmissions. And the 10 of Pentacles reverse. Spirit, what is it that you want to say about this 10 of Pentacles reverse? There's a lot of you that are very, very, very close to the abundance you seek, to the goals you're setting out to achieve, to some kind of long-term dream of yours. You're very close, closer than you can ever imagine. But one thing is sitting in your way, and I'm hearing it is the way, translate this well for me, Spirit, your belief in your ability to have, as well as your belief in whether or not you deserve this thing. That's the one thing that's standing in the way. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of transformation. You just need to shift this one. Spirit, that's too many cards. You just need to shift this one aspect that's sitting in the way. Yeah. The star came out. This is the star card. It came out reversed. And I'm an intuitive reader, so things come out in a way that I will understand. Like, there's a meaning of the cards, of course, that I take into consideration, but mostly it's the way it comes out and what it says to me. And this is showing me a lot of you have lost hope in your dreams. Like, you're working towards it, but you kind of have fallen into this feeling of, I don't know if this is gonna happen. I've been working towards this, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen for me. That's the energy I'm feeling. And Spirit is saying to you, honey, turn that frown upside down. We need to, and you can see the purple energy in this card. It's talking about a lot of spiritual backing. It's like your spiritual team has been working hard to bring this to you. So don't lose faith in this last leg of the trip. Really, and this is why this message is coming to you. Really shift that energy, revisit that long-term goal that you've kind of given up on, even though you're basically working towards it, and shift that energy to, I know this is coming in for me. And thank you, Spirit, for that message. This is beautiful because this week in the Goddess Project, we launched 2 days ago. Welcome to the women who've already joined, and to those of you who haven't joined, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to clarify, to help you to understand whether this is aligned for you or not. But in the Goddess Project this week, what we started to do was we created an affirmation for the month. Something that you're going to be speaking out loud every morning when you get up for the month. You're going to be speaking energy into that thing. You're going to think about it at the beginning, as soon as you open your eyes, the beginning of your day. Because what you're doing when you do that is aligning the whole potential energy that you have at the beginning of a day onto the track of that affirmation. So when you get up every day, you kind of have a moment of rewiring, realigning, so the day doesn't get away from you. Oh, you remember, no, this is what I'm working on. I am working towards my highest, most abundant timeline. I am working towards a 6-figure business. That remembering every morning is what realigns your energy so you don't get off track. And so in this community that we've started, we've identified the monthly affirmation, the one for this month, and I've encouraged them to share it in the community with the direction that when you read somebody else's affirmation, you're going to take a moment to affirm this for that person. When you read somebody else's affirmation, you're going to take a moment to say, thank you, divine energy, because this person is closer than they could ever imagine. Thank you, divine energy, for giving them a even more abundant version of what this person is asking for. You're going to affirm and push positive energy towards this person's affirmation, because a lot of us have lost hope, and a lot of us need the help of community, because when more than two people are coming together to push energy in a certain way, it is super powerful. So it's beautiful to see the affirmations rolling in and see the support and feel the energy as we push each other's energy up, as we use all of our energy together to amplify each other's intention and to raise that energy higher, raise the vibration higher, excite that energy more. Super powerful stuff, y'all. The Goddess Project is open and we are accepting new members. If you know, you know. So what are we talking about today? As I light my little candle, you know I like to have the element of fire around. Oh no, but my fan is blowing it away. Don't blow away, don't blow away. Today we are working on, let me light my incense as well. Today we are working on herbal alchemy. And the reason why we're working on herbal alchemy, and this is another pillar of the Goddess Project, God has given us every single thing that we need in life in nature. Nature is filled with every single thing we need. You need medicine, nature has it. You need counsel, you need guidance, nature has it. You need spiritual enlightenment, nature has it. You need an escape from reality, nature has it. You need to be grounded in reality, nature has it. Every single thing you need in this world, in this lifetime, nature is equipped to handle it and equipped to see you through it. We have been systematically removed from nature and removed from that knowledge in order to decrease our power as people, as a race of people on the planet. We have been systematically removed from our power, removed from our power source, so that we think the only way to get help is from other human beings who have elevated themselves above us. Are you sick? Do you need help? You've got to go to the medical system. You've got to go to someone who studied. You've got to go to la. And there is nothing wrong with that. I wish we would work in tandem. Things like traditional Chinese medicine, things like, the word is escaping me for people who work in herbal medicine, as well as modern medicine. I wish we would work in tandem, because all is valuable if everything is in its place, right? Modern medicine shouldn't be the go-to when you have small conditions, when you have syndromes, when you have even some of the more serious illnesses. It shouldn't be the go-to. Modern medicine should literally be the last resort when things have gone so bad in your system that you need extreme intervention. Like you need a surgery, you need something taken out, you need something extreme. But what should be the mainstream medicine is herbal medicine. Things like traditional Chinese medicine. Why? Because these types of medicines actually solve the problem. They don't solve the symptoms like modern medicine and then tell you to come back and create an addict of you that is dependent on their medical services. But I digress. Everything you need is in nature. And so it was brought to my attention in meditation that one of the things that I really need to focus on this year is bringing back the knowledge, or spreading more awareness of the knowledge of the transformational nature, of the alchemical processes in nature that we can use to better our life in very tangible ways. Herbal alchemy is a sacred dance between you, the energies of the earth, the energies of the cosmos, and that universal current of energy that flows through all of us. Every herb on this planet has a planetary correspondent in the sky, meaning every herb has a certain vibrational signature that can be linked to a particular planet in astrology. And so when you have that knowledge that each herb has a vibrational signature, then you begin to understand that, hey, if I am vibrating over here and I want to be over there, a tool that can really help me is to ingest the herbs that are vibrating over here in the vibrational signature that I am trying to achieve. You feel me? So if you are struggling with love, there are herbs that will help you to shift from your vibration of lack of love, shift from your vibration of I am not enough, I don't love myself, and move into the vibration of there is love oozing out of the orifices of the universe. If you are lacking in financial abundance, which means your vibrational signature is lower than the signature of abundance, there are herbs you can ingest that through daily ingestion of these herbs or usage of these herbs, whether in elixirs, whether in ritual oils, whether in incense, through daily usage of these herbs, you can start to raise your vibration to match the vibration of abundance that's vibrating in these herbs. It's as simple as that. It's the same sort of principle as smudging. The reason we use white sage to smudge, the reason you use Palo Santo to smudge and not simply going outside and cutting off some bark off a random tree is because those particular plants vibrate at a frequency that is so high that once you fill your space with the smoke from that plant, the vibration of the smoke now lifts the vibration of the space around you to match it. So your space is elevated in frequency, ridding itself of lower frequencies, because lower frequencies can only sit in an environment that is at its frequency match. And so that's the process that things like sage and Palo Santo use. It's a process of vibration and frequency matching. And so right now, I'm gonna challenge you for a moment. Pause this video for a second and think to yourself, what area of my life is challenging me the most? What area of my life have I been struggling with and not seeing any changes in? Identify that area and then press play. So how does this work exactly? How does this work? So you've identified the area that you need a shift in, you need a change in, you need a transformation in. What you have to do then is figure out what planet corresponds with that area. For instance, I'm going to use abundance, prosperity, money, because that's an area that almost everyone can use a bit of increase in, more flow, more capacity to receive. And so if you're struggling financially, if you're struggling with money, the planet that deals the most with money is the planet of Jupiter, the planet of wealth, expansion, growth, and more. Jupiter is the main planet. So if you are low in vibrational energy, low in frequency when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, and you want to raise yourself up to the frequency of abundance, to the frequency of money, to the frequency of expansion, then you would need to ingest, work with, figure out how to incorporate the herbs of Jupiter in your life. And I'm gonna give you some ideas, because what are the herbs of Jupiter? Let's go. Ginseng root. Have you ever wondered why Asian culture is so obsessed with ginseng? I'm not even gonna talk about the health benefits because there's so many places you can learn about the health benefits. I'm gonna stick to the spiritual benefits of these herbs. Ginseng root is a powerful herb for attracting opportunities, attracting new opportunities in your life. And so what will happen as you start to drink ginseng tea, as you start to create incense or incorporate these in ritual oils, as you start to incorporate the energy of ginseng root ginseng root into your energetic being, you will start to draw opportunities to you. You will start to see things popping up that you're like, what? I have never seen these opportunities before. Or you will either draw opportunities to you, or your mindset shift will allow you to see the opportunities that were always there. That's how energy works. Because how alchemy works is, it's not necessarily that it changes the world around you when you do these rituals, when you take part in these ceremonies and you do things like herbal alchemy. It doesn't change the world, it changes you. It changes your inner world. And because your inner world is the remote control for your outer world, you start to see shifts in your outer world. Your eyes are widened, so you start to see more than you were ever seeing before. Your blocks are removed. I was like, are you burning me? Your blocks are removed, so you start to see clearly. A lot of us are sitting in the midst of abundance, but we can't see it because we have blocks on our eyes, blocks on our ears, blocks on our throat, blocks on our hand, blocks on our body. We cannot do anything with the opportunities around us. We cannot do anything with the abundance around us. The universe keeps delivering, but we keep fumbling the bag. This is the power of herbal alchemy. To shift you so you can realign yourself with the things that you want. So we got ginseng root. I'm looking at my list that I have here. Another powerful herb of Jupiter is clove. Clove, y'all? I saw a lady on TikTok talking last night about clove water. She puts it in a glass bottle and soaks it for 3 days and drinks that water daily. She said before she steps out, she will drink some. She will pour some in her hand before she puts on her makeup, put it on her skin, let it dry, and then apply her makeup. And she said what she's noticed is anything she asks for, when she does that, she gets. It's as if the word no doesn't exist to her. What has happened there? Has the world changed, or has her energy changed? Maybe she's asking the right questions. Maybe she's now asking the questions in the right energy, in the energy that unlocks the yes. Because again, a lot of us desire things that we do not have the energetic keys to access yet. We keep working towards something, trying to get something, but it's locked up for us because our energy is the key that unlocks doors. And so if you haven't rewired your energy, aligned your energy to match the lock on the door that you're trying to open, the door will not open for you. Am I making sense? Am I preaching here or what? So cloves, very good for protection and very good for magnetizing abundance. And when we say magnetizing abundance, magnetizing your energy so that you can be a match for abundance. Another very powerful herb is star anise. Star anise brings clarity and good fortune. And I'm just going to continue down. Bay leaf. We've all heard of the last two that I'm going to mention because I wanted to mention really common ones. Bay leaf, a universal herb for wishes and prosper. That's why anytime you watch any type of witchy show, you'll always see them burning bay leaves. Anytime you look up anything about prosperity, there's always a bay leaf included in that work. It's because bay leaf holds the energy of prosperity like nothing else. Next thing, nutmeg. And I don't know if this is a Caribbean thing because I mainly see it used in Caribbean cuisine, but nutmeg enhances luck and attracts money. Nutmeg is one of those things that kind of just sweetens the pot, right? So if you already have a business that's maybe is doing okay and you want to just elevate that prosperity in your business just a bit, nutmeg in your teas, nutmeg in your, it's very hard to put in other mixtures, but you get the idea. Using nutmeg, just sprinkle it on top. And remember, the actions that you do kind of reflect the energy that you want. So if you just want a little sweetening, sprinkling nutmeg on your beverages, just a little extra If you just want a little extra spice, a little extra sweeten, you know, a little extra flavor. That's the word I'm looking for. A little extra flavor. Nutmeg does it for you. And the last herb I'm gonna call is cinnamon. Y'all. And cinnamon is so powerful, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because cinnamon literally carries the energy of multiple planets. Cinnamon carries the energy of the sun. Cinnamon carries the energy of Jupiter for prosperity. Cinnamon carries the energy of, I believe it's Mercury as well, which is for communication. So you girls who are on social media or you use marketing a lot in your business, Mercury is super important. And cinnamon also carries the energy of Mars, the energy of war. That's a planet you want to incorporate when you need to overcome something, when you need consistency, when you need that push to push through, which is very important in bringing prosperity towards you, because prosperity rewards those who are consistently showing their desire, consistently showing how much they want something, consistently showing up for themselves. So the energy of Mars is another powerful planet for prosperity. Cinnamon embodies all of these planets, which is why even more than the bay leaf, you will see cinnamon in every kind of prosperity working, prosperity spell, prosperity this, that. They always have a touch of cinnamon in it. Powerful herb for prosperity. So I want to step it up a bit now. So now you understand how you can figure out what you need by checking what area of your life is in shambles, checking what planet that corresponds with, then finding out the herbs that correspond with that planet. I'm gonna step it up a level higher. Let's say, because we're working with the energy of money for this video, let's say it's money that you're lacking. You figure out the planet that corresponds with money, Jupiter. There are a lot of factors that go into prosperity, and especially when you take into consideration your specific space. Perhaps you're a business owner, maybe you're an influencer, whatever it is you do, there might be different things that are required for you to be prosperous in your endeavors. So let's say, for instance, I own a business. I own a membership community called the Goddess Project, which I do. And in order for that to be successful, not only do I have to be able to connect to magic, not only do I need the energy of abundance personally in my being, but I also need to be able to communicate effectively online. One, I also need to have an air of confidence and surety. It's not even a word. Confidence in myself. I need to have a bit of radiance in my energy to be able to push my point across, to be able to push the energy across, to be able to attract people to my videos, to be able to just have that personal magnetism and attraction. Two, I also need to be able to have a bit of structure to be able to create an online community. I need to have structure in my life to be able to schedule time to sit down and do this work, schedule time to sit down and do these videos, schedule time to talk to prospective members, schedule time to, I need to be able to be organized and respect structure so that I can actually get the work done. Three, next thing, and I'll say this is the last thing, I need to have the energy of consistency. I need to have the energy to push through a day where maybe I just feel like being in bed. I need to be able to push through any negative comments online telling me I'm talking about foolishness. I need to have that energy of drive and push to also be successful in what I am trying to achieve. Four, there are planets that correspond with every single one of those things that I need in order to be successful. So to step up your game, if you are trying to be successful at something specific, sit down and write out all the aspects that you are falling down in that you need help to raise up in your life so that you can be successful at this thing. So the first thing I mentioned was being able to be online and communicate and market. The planet that corresponds with communication, with magnetism in communication, with clearly getting your point across is Mercury. So I can incorporate some of the herbs of Mercury into my life. The next thing was confidence and vitality and that magnetism, that brightness, that shine that will magnetize people towards me and to listen to what I'm saying, to listen to my videos over scrolling, to listen, to be drawn in. I need the herbs of the sun. The sun is what corresponds with that brightness, that magnetism, that confidence, that listen to me because I have something to share with you. I can incorporate the herbs of the sun. I can incorporate the herbs of Saturn into my life. And lastly, Mars, that drive, that push, I can incorporate the herbs of Mars. And so what you can do now is create an energetic profile of what you need to be successful that you're lacking in your life right now. Find those herbs that correspond with those things that you're lacking and put them all together and create a mixture that you take daily to magnetize your energy, and bring in those qualities in your being that you're not seeing organically. Because this is just how our makeup is. This is just the constitution of who we are. There are things we're very good at, which means we have a lot of that energy, and there are things that we fall down in. And maybe you don't have the money to hire a team to take over the things that you're falling down in. Maybe all you've got is yourself. And if that is true, then something like Herbal Alchemy can be a huge help to boost where you're falling down so that you can get the things done that you need to get done, so that you can shift the things in your life and you can realign yourself with the person that can handle, that can create the things that you desire. Because here's a fact, here's a truth. The person you are right now has created what you have in your life right now. So if you have a business that's failing, the person you are right now has created a business that is failing. The person you are right now can only handle this level of business acumen or this level of business success. If you want to rise to this level of business success, you have to figure out how to change your being, how to change your habits, how to change your thinking, how to change your actions into the person who can support the thing you desire. What you have is a direct reflection of who you are. And this is how Herbal Alchemy can help you to success, can help you to attract love, can help you to get whatever you want. Because the principle of Herbal Alchemy is shifting and changing who you are and molding yourself into the person that can hold the thing you desire. And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna eventually do another Herbal Alchemy video that brings it up a few notches because there's so much more to go with this concept. If you loved the information that you heard today about Herbal Alchemy, if you're like, holy crap, like this is something that I know is going to shift me, I'm going to invite you to a live ceremony that we're having on the 25th of January in the Goddess Project. It is free for members of the Goddess Project. If you don't want to join the Goddess Project, but you're interested in this ceremony, you can also purchase tickets to this ceremony. And in this ceremony, we're going to be doing Herbal Alchemy for what I'm going to dub a herbal elixir. And this is going to be a herbal elixir that addresses raising the vibration and the frequency of your being for abundance and prosperity, because I know that that is an area that almost everyone can identify with. I don't know anyone who couldn't use an extra oomph in that energy, an extra widening of receiving of that energy, an extra flow of that energy. And so there's a planetary alignment that's happening for a couple days in January. We're going to pull on that energy on the 25th to create this herbal elixir, and we're going to pull on the herbs of the sun, the herbs of Jupiter, the herbs of Mercury, the herbs of Mars, and the herbs of Saturn. 5 powerful herbs that when they come together in a mixture really gives anybody, no matter what you're doing, the things they need for success. Because even if the details of what you're trying to do differ from each other, the underlying energy is the same. You need radiance, you need magnetism, you need organization, you need structure, you need expansion, you need growth, you need grit, you need follow through, you need push through. You need to be able to communicate your desires, your point, your product, your services clearly. Whatever it is, this mixture is something powerful that's going to shift you alchemically. I'll put in the description down below a link to purchase those tickets, and as well as a link to join the Goddess Project, because every month we have live ceremonies, whether it's a planetary alignment, whether it's a full moon ceremony or a new moon ceremony. We're always coming together to shift energy, to amplify energy, to boost energy, because this is the new way of the world. We're coming back around to understanding the energetic and living with the energy of spiritual realms as comfortably as we live with the physical. My loves, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of abundance. Feel it coming through the screen. Lots of prosperity and a higher level of living than you've ever known. I'll see you next time.